the border at the edge of known space. The warning beacon had been broadcasting for 11 years. Turn back. The Dominion does not negotiate. The Dominion does not forgive. Commander Elias Voss read it for the 4th time on the cracked screen of the Meridian, a mid-class exploration vessel that smelled like recycled air and old coffee. Behind him, his crew of 6 sat in various states of controlled tension. All except Lieutenant Mara Okafor, who was eating a protein bar and staring at the beacon signal like it had personally offended her. 11 years, she said, chewing slowly. And nobody's crossed? 3 ships tried, said Navigator Tomas Reyes without looking up from his console. No wreckage. No signal. Just gone. Elias leaned forward. Then we'll be the first ones to come back. He punched the thrusters. The Meridian crossed the threshold. Nothing exploded. Inside the silence. The first hour inside Dominion space was the strangest of Elias's career, not because something happened, but because nothing did. No intercept drones. No weapons lock. No distorted transmission demanding retreat. Just stars, arranged in patterns no human cartographer had ever charted. Then the ship's communications array lit up like a carnival. "They're scanning us," said Engineer Priya Nair, her voice steady but her knuckles white against the panel. "Deep scan. Biological, cognitive, structural." "Let them," Elias said. Mara looked at him sideways. "You're not even a little scared?" "I'm terrified," he said simply. "But fear is only useful if it makes you sharper. Right now it's making me sharper." The scan lasted 6 minutes. Then a voice filled the cabin, not through the speakers, but around them, as if the air itself had learned to vibrate with intention. "You are small," the voice said, "and yet you came." "We tend to do that," Elias replied. Silence. Then, "Why did you not turn back?" He thought for a moment. "Because whatever's on the other side of a warning sign is always more interesting than the sign itself." The audience chamber. They were brought, not forcibly, but with an unmistakable gravitational pull on the Meridian, to a structure that defied easy description. It was the size of a moon, but breathed like a living thing. Its surface shifted between states of matter with casual indifference. Inside, the crew stood before the Dominion's collective, 17 beings, each one composed of compressed light, and what Priya quietly theorized was folded time. They towered. They pulsed. They regarded the humans with the focused attention of scholars examining an unexpected fossil. "You were warned," said the collective, speaking as one. 3 civilizations before yours vanished at this border. Their fear consumed them before we could speak a single word. The mind that expects annihilation often delivers it upon itself. Tomas exhaled slowly. "So the other ships weren't destroyed by you?" "They were destroyed by themselves." Panic cascades into catastrophic system failure at the quantum level of consciousness. We have observed it 41 times across 400 years. Mara finished her protein bar. "But we didn't panic." "No." A long, resonant pause, the collective conferring in frequencies the human ear couldn't follow. "You argued about breakfast." "The replicator was being uncooperative," she said, completely straight-faced. What the Dominion wanted. The negotiation, if it could be called that, lasted 3 hours. The Dominion had not built their reputation on hostility, they explained. They had built it on filtration. Only species capable of walking into the unknown without self-destructing were considered worth the conversation. The warning beacon was not a threat. It was a test. 41 civilizations had failed. Humans were the 42nd attempt. "You've been waiting," Elias said quietly, "for someone who wouldn't flinch." "We have been waiting," the collective confirmed, "for someone who would flinch and come anyway." That distinction landed in the cabin like a stone dropped into still water, ripples spreading outward. The Dominion offered something that no human government had ever been handed, not technology, not territory, not weapons. They offered context. The complete, unfiltered history of the universe as they had observed it across millennia. Every rise, every fall, every mistake made by civilizations that thought themselves permanent. "Why give this to us?" Priya asked. "Because you walked through the door eating a snack," the collective said. "And somehow, in 41 attempts, that has never happened before." The return. The Meridian crossed back over the border carrying 17,000 years of recorded universal history on a data crystal the size of a thumbnail. Elias sat alone on the observation deck as the familiar stars of human space reappeared. He wasn't thinking about the history they carried, or the diplomatic implications, or what Earth's governments would say. He was thinking about the beacon, still broadcasting behind them. Turn back. The Dominion does not negotiate. The Dominion does not forgive. He smiled. It doesn't mention, he thought, what happens if you just keep going.